Why should you read the original Popeye E.C. Segar comic? Imagine stepping into a world where a simple comic strip transforms into a cultural icon. That's what reading the original Popeye comic by E.C. Segar offers. It's like peering behind the curtain of cartoon history. When you look at Segar's work, you see how Popeye was born from a small supporting role to become a beloved figure. Segar created Popeye in January of 1929, and he first appeared in the comic strip Thimble Theater. This strip had been running since 1919, and Popeye quickly caught readers' attention. His rough, no-nonsense attitude made him stand out, and the fans loved him so much that Segar made him the main character by August of that same year. Reading the original strip shows you how Popeye's personality was shaped from the start. You see how his love for spinach, his strength, and his gruff charm all came together naturally. Segar's storytelling was different from other comics at the time. He combined comedy, fantasy, and even some suspense, making each story more than just a daily gag. His long storylines, called continuities, let readers follow adventures in faraway places like Africa and the Wild West. These stories weren't just quick jokes, they were full of character development and creative ideas. When you read Segar's work, you also get to see how he built the relationships between characters. Olive Oyl, who started off unimpressed with Popeye, eventually became his girlfriend. Supporting characters like Wimpy, who loved hamburgers, and Swee'pea, the orphan baby Popeye cared for, all add layers to the story. Segar's work was so influential that, by the late 1930s, Thimble Theater was published in 500 newspapers worldwide. That's a huge reach for a comic strip. It also led to Popeye being turned into cartoons by Fleischer Studios in 1933. These cartoons made the character even more popular, but reading the original comics helps you see how the character was originally envisioned. Segar created many of the characters that are still used today, like Olive Oyl, Blue, Wimpy, and Swee'pea. His work set the standard for how cartoon characters are designed and how stories are told in comics. Plus, Popeye became an international hero, known by different names in countries like Italy, Sweden, and Denmark. All of this shows how Segar's original work is a key piece of cartoon history. If you want to understand how a simple comic strip turned into a cultural phenomenon, reading the original Popeye comics is a must. It's like discovering the roots of a character that has lasted nearly 100 years.